Attention passionate Green Bay Packers fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Green Bay Packers' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Green Bay Packers fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Green Bay Packers fans. Let's get to the news now, folks. You won't believe what's brewing in the NFL, especially when it comes to the NFC North. Rumors are swirling around a potential blockbuster trade that could shake up the entire division, and it involves none other than one of the most dominant offensive tackles in recent years, Lane Johnson. Yes, that Lane Johnson, the five-time All-Pro and a cornerstone of the Philadelphia Eagles' offensive line. According to sources close to Adam Schefter, there's talk that the Eagles might be willing to part ways with Johnson, and it's not just a random rumor. The trade, if it happens, would send Johnson to the Green Bay Packers in exchange for a third-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. Think about that for a moment. This isn't just a small swap. It's a move that could redefine the Packers' offensive line and significantly boost their chances in the postseason. Now, why would the Eagles consider such a move? Well, it's partly about rebuilding and partly about cap management. The Eagles, currently sitting at a 3-2 record, have around $15 million in cap space, and they're shifting their focus towards youth. Their offensive line has been a bit of a mixed bag this season, especially considering the injuries and overall performance. Zach Tom, who's been filling in at tackle, is recovering from an oblique injury and is expected to be out for about 2 weeks. With Tom sidelined, the Eagles have been leaning heavily on younger players, and their OL has been somewhat of a disappointment, allowing an average of 4-5 sacks per game, which is quite high in today's NFL standards. They've also been dealing with multiple injuries, Jenkins with a knee issue, Myers with an ankle injury, and these setbacks have exposed some vulnerabilities in their protection schemes. On the other hand, the Packers, sitting at 2-3, are eyeing a strong push in the NFC North after their bye week in Week 6. They're looking to elevate their offensive line protection, especially for Jordan Love, who's shown flashes of brilliance but needs better support to unlock his full potential. With the addition of Lane Johnson, the Packers could solidify one of the league's top-tier offensive lines. Johnson, an elite tackle, boasts a career PFF pass block grade of 92.4, which is outstanding. Over his career, he's played 165 games with an overall grade of 91.8, and his run blocking is equally impressive with a career grade of 80.2. In 2024, he's been fantastic, allowing only 3 sacks and 18 pressures, maintaining a pass blocking grade of 90.6. His consistency is remarkable, especially considering he's been durable, missing only about 5% of snaps due to injuries, mostly minor setbacks like an oblique injury in 2025 and shoulder issues in 2024. And here's the thing, Lane Johnson isn't just a good player, he's an elite one. His strength in inline schemes is well documented, with PFF grades consistently above 88. He's known for his strength and technique, making him a formidable force against any pass rusher. His presence on the right side of the line would be a game-changer for the Packers' offensive strategy, especially as they seek to improve their pass protection and run blocking. The projection is clear. Inserting Johnson would likely reduce sacks allowed to around 2.5 per game and boost their rushing attack to an average of 160 yards per game, especially with a reliable running back like Josh Jacobs, who's averaging 4.8 yards per carry this season. The numbers back up this move as well. Johnson's comparison to the current Packers' offensive tackles shows a +2.3 grade advantage and a significant reduction in pressures allowed, which would translate directly into better performance for Jordan Love and the entire offense. But of course, there are skeptics. The Eagles, for example, are cautious about overpaying for Johnson, considering his age, he's 35, and the fact that his cap hit is $14 million. They're prioritizing youth and the future, looking to build a more sustainable and cost-effective offensive line. The Eagles' current approach is to focus on a younger OL core, which has been performing decently but still needs more time to gel fully. Their current sacks allowed per game, around 3.8, highlight the ongoing struggles, and some analysts believe that trading Johnson, a player who's been a mainstay, might be an overpay despite his elite talent. What does this mean for the Packers? Well, it's a huge boost. If the trade goes through, it would elevate the Packers' offensive line from an average or below-average unit to one of the top in the league. Having Lane Johnson on the right side would stabilize the protection, giving Jordan Love more time to operate and allowing the offense to execute more complex schemes. The impact on their overall offensive efficiency could be dramatic, especially in the red zone and third down conversions, where they've struggled at times this season. Remember, Love's PFF grade is currently around 82.4, and his EPA per pass stands at plus 0.32, which shows he's playing well but needs better protection to reach the next level. Johnson's experience and skill could be the missing piece to unlock that potential. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The NFC North is fiercely competitive this year. The Detroit Lions are proving to be a real force with their offensive firepower, and the Vikings are always lurking, ready to pounce. For the Packers, making a move like this could be the difference between just competing and actually contending for the division title and a deep playoff run. Their odds to win the Super Bowl, which were around plus 2,000, would likely drop significantly with Johnson in the fold, possibly to plus 1,000 or even lower. It's a bold move, but one that shows the Packers are serious about making a statement this season. Now, looking at the broader scope, the trade also signals that the Packers are positioning themselves as serious contenders. Acquiring a player of Lane Johnson's caliber isn't just about immediate help. It's about sending a message to the rest of the league that Green Bay is all in on this season. It's also about balancing the roster, ensuring that their offensive line can withstand the rigors of a playoff push and beyond. The addition of Johnson could also serve as a veteran anchor for their young linemen, providing leadership and stability in crucial moments. Of course, there are always risks involved with trades like this. Johnson's age is a factor, and there's the question of how well he'll adapt to the Packers' scheme and locker room. But based on his track record, he's a professional who's maintained high performance levels well into his 30s. His leadership and experience would be invaluable, especially as the team navigates the ups and downs of an NFL season that's always unpredictable. In terms of timing, this trade could happen before the November 4th deadline, so all eyes will be on the NFL front offices in the coming days. If it materializes, it could be one of the most talked about moves of the season and a pivotal moment for the Packers' championship aspirations. Imagine Jordan Love operating behind a line anchored by Johnson, with Zach Tom returning to full strength soon after, creating a formidable front that could give Green Bay an edge over division rivals like the Lions and Vikings. It's a bold strategy, but one that fits the history and identity of the franchise, always looking to compete and win, no matter the odds. And now, Green Bay Packers fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential trade? Do you think Johnson is worth the risk at his age? How much could he help this team in their quest for another Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the future of the Green Bay Packers. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Green Bay Packers news and insights. We're in for an exciting ride, and this trade, if it happens, could be just the beginning of something special in Green Bay. Thanks for sticking with me, and as always, go Pack Go.